I think we can officially say it, GA, the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
Pushing the action. Brunson always a threat in transition.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Moody. Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Here's New York. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Pass to Moody. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Hart kicks to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Curry. Brunson against Curry. Clock at 4. Back to Hart. Over Green. Hart, no good.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now, here's Hart. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Good on the shot. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Green with a screen on Anunoby. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Anunoby. Moody's shot is off.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Plays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Podziemski finds Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Three-pointer. Knicks with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Well, they're a great team, but you're going to lose a few, especially going up against a team you don't know that well.
Bridges misses. Warriors trail by 4. And here is Moody. Still yet to score. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Bridges with some nice defense. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Hart kicks to Brunson. That one goes in. 8 points for him.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Podziemski with it. He's against Bridges. Porzingis inside, defended by Towns. And that one drops.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in the defense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for New York. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at New York, unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, the purest jump shot this game has ever seen. Curry's touch, his release, just picture perfect.
Outside, Towns. A three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got 6 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry setting the pick for Porzingis. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Outside, Towns. And here's Brunson, guarded by Curry. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
That one falls for Brunson. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Podziemski. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 3. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Outside, Towns. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Warriors trail by 9. Curry looking it over. Here's Porzingis, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Hart outside. Here's Alvarado. He's defended by Podziemski. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Robinson's checked in for Bridges. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closer. Podziemski on the wing. Brunson covering. Podziemski on the wing. He had 25 points last game, just 4 to shoot. Horford inside the line. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Out to the wing. The Warriors pull it in, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you can see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Now here's Curry. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Towns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Hart. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Second, the Knicks.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Spencer. Down low. Horford the pass to Spencer. 4 on the clock. Here's Melton. And it's off from three-point range. New York leading by 9. Up top, Hart. He's guarded by Melton. And here's Brunson outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Spencer, the pass to Melton. Launches it. Knicks with the rebound.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. New York moving it around. Melton against Hart. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Payton.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Melton. Last game he had 12. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Spencer's shot is on.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Hart kicks to Brunson. .110 left in the first quarter. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. Melton passes to Horford. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Basket counts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Warriors trail by 16. Now Melton. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Spencer. Brunson covering to end the drought. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Count it. Towns has got 11.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Knicks out front, they lead by 18. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Horford is out there with Porzingis. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Santos in at the 3 spot. Porzingis sets the pick for Melton. His three-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 20. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, here's Melton. Still without a basket.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Bridges. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. And so it's Golden State with it. After New York gets the 3. Pass to Santos. Here's Spencer. He's defended by Alvarado. Horford kicks to Melton. Shoots over Shamet. Melton, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Bridges, right side. Back to Alvarado. Inside, picked away. Here's Santos. Defended by Sohan. Spencer, the pass to Santos. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Melton. Shoots over Shamet. Misses the wing J.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Robinson a screen on Horford. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 21. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Here's Spencer, defended by Bridges. On the wing, Melton. Shoots over Shamet. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Bridges against Melton. Now, here's Bridges. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Spencer. Here's Santos. Golden State moving the ball around. Horford kicks to Melton. Shoots over Shamet. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
On the wing, Bridges. Shamet on the wing. And stolen by Melton. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 15 points for Porzingis.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Here they are, York Knicks at basketball. Let me hear you, Knicks fans. Coming on the court now is York Knicks at basketball. Let's go!
So for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jeremy Sohan. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Here's Brunson. A 29-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Good work there as it goes. Robinson's got 6. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Here's Green. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Anunoby outside. Robinson kicks to Bridges. There's a screen by Robinson. Bridges passes to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Pocket 2. Towns. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Knicks making a change here. Shamet's checked in.
Number 44.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Podziemski with it. Scoreless thus far. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
And here is Shamet. Back to Brunson. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pass to Brunson. And he makes that one. Brunson's got 22.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The 19-foot shot. Brunson with another miss. Warriors trail by 21. And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Here's Shamet following the basket by Draymond Green. Runs in the pass to Robinson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Draymond Green, fourth.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Yeah, having a big guy who can create for others used to be a luxury, but now it's a requirement, and it makes your offense that much harder to defend.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. Now here is Horford. Outside Curry. The tray. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Shoots over Podziemski. Shot from 16. That one wide left.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Podziemski. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Anunoby. New York leading by 19 points. Here's Brunson. And here is Robinson. No good. Outside Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Put your hands together for your Knicks city dancer.
A different look for New York. Harden's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Knicks leading by 17.
2 minutes.
Bridges outside.
2 minutes.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. .153 left to play here in the second quarter. Good.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Pass to Moody. And stolen by Anunoby. And Brunson has it in the corner. .127 left in the first half of the game. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 19. Pass to Green. Misses from close range. For New York, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that open.
Here's Podziemski. He has yet to score. Here's Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. No good from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
New York moving the ball around, and here they come. Here's Podziemski. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Bridges outside. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. The kick out to Town. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. To the inside. And that one's good. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Knicks lead by 17. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
You look at New York, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Knicks.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Brunson following the miss by Porzingis.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Here's Hart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
First team foul.
New York shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Line, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Warriors trail by 21. Now here's Moody. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Podziemski finds Porzingis. Now Moody. Podziemski on the wing. Defended by Bridges.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Curry against Brunson. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey team, Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you guys.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, Brunson, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. A 3-ball. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Bridges. Bridges got 5 assists tonight. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Curry passes to Porzingis. To end the run. Pass to Moody. Pocket 6. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Towns, a screen on Curry. Brunson against Curry. Second chance effort. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Here's Green, and he gets the bucket. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so here is New York. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Hart, no good. The Warriors have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Podziemski. Defended by Bridges. Pass to Curry. Looking to get back on track here. And he sinks the layup. Curry's got 8 points.
Yeah, Curry just getting it done in the paint.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Curry. Brunson, no good.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections. There is no doubt. He's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
Here's Brunson. 25 points in the game. The kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Now Towns. Anunoby outside. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Good D by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 20. Here's Brunson. Towns kicks to Brunson. Trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He's checked in for New York. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Warriors. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Puts up a 3. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 25 points.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Over Curry. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Curry. And here's Porzingis. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. It's Hart on the wing. Alvarado with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges. Continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. Screen by Porzingis. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 19 points. Here's Alvarado. Back to Hart. Here's Brunson. 27 points for him. Alvarado passes to Bridges. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Outside, Porzingis. Now Podziemski. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Bridges misses. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 17-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And their road trip is only getting started, as that's the second of 6 for them. Now here's Brunson. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Right side Towns. And here's Brunson outside. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Curry has it in the corner. Brunson with some nice D.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. .157 left in the third. Bridges. And it's in there. Bridges has got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Santos. Still scoreless.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Alvarado passes to Robinson. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Robinson a screen on Melton. Shot clock at 5. And it's Shamet missing. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Spencer. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Horford from outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Alvarado with it. He's got 5. Sohan finds Robinson. Use that pick to get in close.
And what an effective screen there. He sheds the defender, creating an open look.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Anunoby, he's checked in for Sohan.
13 foul. Mitchell Robinson at the line. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. Warriors trail by 13. Inside, Shamet with the steal. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Melton. There's the screen. Pass to Horford. Here's Spencer. Back to Horford. Some nice passing by Golden State. Melton, no good. Bridges outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New York Knicks finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick, we'll get great shots, all right?
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Horford. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Melton in at the point guard position.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's the three. And it's Towns missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Melton. Richard. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Porzingis. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 13. Shamet the pass to Alvarado. Now here's Anunoby. Robinson finds Towns. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Curry's checked in for Golden State. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Alvarado passes to Robinson. Pass to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Shamet. Puts up a deep three. Here's Robinson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Knicks lead by 12.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, it's nearly impossible to chip away at a lead if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Knicks leading by 9. Alvarado passes to Robinson. Anunoby kicks to Shamet. Here's Alvarado, guarded by Curry. Goes up from the top of the key. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Melton. Shamet with the steal. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Alvarado finds Robinson. Shamet. The Warriors pull it in.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Curry with the bounce pass. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Outside, Porzingis fires for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Robinson. Anunoby outside. Now Shamet. Robinson a screen on Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Shamet. Melton passes to Porzingis. And another 3 for Golden State.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Alvarado with it, guarded by Curry. Pass to Robinson. Here's Towns. Over Horford. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Robinson. 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Curry. Robinson against Porzingis. Stolen by Robinson. Alvarado with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Alvarado with it. Curry meets him. Now Alvarado. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Shamet missing.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Here's Melton. Outside, Horford shoots the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Knicks with the lead. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Hey fans, we want to get loud, and we've got the perfect team to help. Your Knicks Citizen Squad.
A different look for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now, here is Robinson. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Hart with the screen for Bridges. There's the 3.
The shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
New York, no good that time either. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Moody, and the Warriors, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Shamet with it to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Green kicks to Curry. Now here's Porzingis, guarded by Robinson. Fades back, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Knicks trailed by 5. Hart outside. To Brunson. Curry with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
A different look for New York. Towns comes in for Robinson. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Landry Shamet. Towns against Porzingis. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brunson. Now, here's Bridges. Tight defense on him. And there's the foul. Will go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Brunson outside. Clock at 6. Can they get it?
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Porzingis can't hit. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks, trailing by 5. Outside, Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pajemski with it. Moody finds Curry. Back to Moody. Just 4 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Brunson against Curry. Brunson scanning the floor. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Now Green. Porzingis. Whoa! What a play! And he jams it in.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
What's up? And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Hart outside. Here's Towns. Wide open look. Oh, the jumper goes.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Curry against Brunson. 6 to shoot. Porzingis. He drills the 3.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Bridges with the steal. Outside, Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Towns outside. From deep. Green from outside.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Rebounded by Towns.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Now Brunson. Hard outside to take the lead. 3. Good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Curry against Brunson. Curry is inside. It's in there.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Curry against Brunson. Does not go. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. For 3. Rebounded by Towns.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Here we've got Brunson. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis pulls it down. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. The three is off. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Podziemski. After Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Kristaps Porzingis at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Brunson against Curry. Brunson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And it doesn't go. The Warriors leading. And here is Moody. Now Pajemski. Porzingis. And there's the jump hook.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
With a screen on Curry. And it's hard penetrating.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about.
The shot is off. Knicks trail by 4. Hard outside. Now Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. From outside. Rebounded by Curry. Warriors leading by 4. Pajemski with it. He's against Bridges. Now Porzingis.
And check out Porzingis being sly with the pump fake there. Pulling his man in close.
Second team foul. Kristaps Porzingis at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game.
Now Brunson. Now Anunoby shoots the 3. Outside Bridges takes the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Now here's Curry. Here's Porzingis. Towns with the steal. To tie it up.
Clearly a foul.
Draymond Green. Third personal foul. First team foul. Josh Hart at the line. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Curry. Well, Steph Curry is an all-time great who continues to amaze us, and I am just so glad I've got the best seat in the house.
At the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
On the wing, Bridges. He's defended by Pajemski. Puts it right back up and in.
It seems like Bridges' confidence just grows every year, taking it right to the defender.
Now here's Curry. Green outside. Here's Porzingis. Here's Pajemski. Green fires. Knocks down the three.
And that's just nerves of steel. Wow, Draymond getting it done.
Knicks trail by 4. Brunson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Brunson against Curry. Green with a screen on Brunson. Now Green throws it down. What an assist!
Fearless. Draymond Green gets it done in the moment.
Brunson against Curry. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Showing time and time again he is comfortable being that first option. Brunson delivering in the clutch.
Brunson against Curry. Here's Green. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. Green. At the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Brunson. Rebounded by Curry, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. 15 foul. Stephen Curry. At the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
New York takes timeout. They're behind by 7. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Outside, Brunson. Launches it. Porzingis pulls it down.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
No, just made some shots. That's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game.
Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Green out there with Moses Moody. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Curry after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Podziemski. 4 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the Warriors with possession here. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Curry. For 3, Bridges. The shot no good. Curry surveys. Pass to Green. Now here's Porzingis. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
Brunson against Curry. Outside Brunson. Hauled in by Curry. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And stolen by Brunson. With the floater. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Stephen Curry.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Here's Towns, following the score by Golden State. Shoots. And again, the Knicks missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Curry. And he makes it on the layup.
You see the instincts of Curry on the interior. Defenders might be lurking. This guy too good.
Outside Anunoby. Inside. Here's Towns. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Curry's shot is off. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you know they should be thankful for the result. They didn't play their best in that one, but still won by a reasonable margin.
Yeah, you know, I didn't sense any urgency on their part. They did just enough to win, but I don't think they can come away feeling great about the way they did it.
Pass to Bridges. Brunson looks it over. Into the lane. Towns for 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Curry passes to Moody. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Green. Now Porzingis, covered by Towns. 5 on the clock. Moody from outside. He can't get it to go. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. Outside Hart. Towns passes to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Back to Towns. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Brandon Pajemski.
Then Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. straight line with intent and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Now here's Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Pass to Green. Here's Curry. Towns with a rebound.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there. But he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Outside Hart. Now Towns. New York needs to get off a shot here. And an Obi for three. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors trailing. Right side, Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Pajemski with it. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Here's Porzingis. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Porzingis has got 5.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Now Bridges. Back to Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brunson against Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot with his first shot attempt. The Knicks pull it in. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate outside shooter.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. We are getting deep in the season. Let's see the standings out east. You take a look at the Knicks. Now in second, they look to be in terrific shape moving forward.
Well, right now, for New York, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Now here's Curry. Elbow shot on the way. The rebound by Bridges.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Outside Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And now a 6-point Knick lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Green with a screen on Bridges. Pass to Porzingis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Third is Jalen Brunson.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
And some changes here for New York. Sohan's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Anunoby. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Santos comes in for Green. Outside Robinson. Pass to Bridges. Now Brunson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Let's see the stat sheet here for Mikal Bridges.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
New York making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Pajemski. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Horford. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Santos. To the paint. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Brunson against Curry. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Banked it in off the glass.
This is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
Brunson against Curry. Pass to Santos. On the wing, Payton. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Clarkson's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Golden State also making a switch. Spencer's checked in for Curry. And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 6. Payton with a screen on Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Santos. The 3 is up. He can't hit that time. Sohan with some nice D. Alvarado right side. Now Clarkson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pulls it from the top of the key. And they'll get another chance. From the arc. Nails it from 3. And it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Now give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Here's Spencer. Alvarado defending. There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they need to really start taking care of the basketball. I mean, just careless play since the opening tip.
First personal.
New York leading by 9. And here's Alvarado. No points yet. Clarkson for 3. Santos pulls it in. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Payton. Now here's Horford. Robinson defending. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Brian, back over to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And here's Melton. Here's Spencer. Alvarado defending. Screen by Horford. To stop the drought. And that one's good. Spencer. New York has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Robinson. And here's Clarkson. Melton covers. And it's Clarkson again missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Spencer. 43 seconds left now in the first quarter. Horford passes to Melton. From downtown. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Towns, he's checked in for Sohan. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. .32 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Spencer. Alvarado defending. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Horford for 3. Alvarado with a rebound. New York leading by 7. Now here's Clarkson. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pulls up on the wing. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Shaman in at the small forward position. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Towns. Back to Alvarado. And here's the fast break. Pass to Spencer. Here's Santos. He's scoreless. Over to the wing from outside the arc. Clarkson grabs a miss. New York leading by 4. Drives to the hoop, and he lays it up and in.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end. He's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And he knocks down the first one.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
And so Towns nails them both. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Spencer. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Melton. Here's Spencer. Covered by Towns. Porzingis with a screen on Towns. Here's Spencer. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Towns. And he can't get that one. Horford with some nice D. Pass to Spencer. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Melton misses. New York leading by 6. Down low. Here's Towns. Clarkson outside. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Warriors trail by 6. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Oh, KP with the 3.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Towns outside. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Clarkson for 3. drops in the three. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Porzingis with a screen on Clarkson. Pass to Porzingis. Takes the three. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Knicks leading by 6. Robinson, a screen on Horford. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Alvarado outside. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Shamet. Launches a three. The rebound by Melton. Robinson defending. Back to Melton. Melton on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Alvarado outside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul charged to Al Horford.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Brunson is checked in for New York.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Towns. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Now here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. On the wing, Curry. Brunson defending. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Screen by Robinson. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Melton outside. Curry with it. Towns covering. Curry against Brunson. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes it simply doesn't matter how good your defense is against Steph Curry. This guy is determined to finish.
Robinson in the post. Working on Porzingis.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
The three from Curry. Curry with another miss. Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Brunson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Brunson's got his second bucket on the night.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted, pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anunoby comes in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Shamet. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Curry. New York working the ball around now. For three, Bridges. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Now here's Anunoby. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Brunson against Curry. Shot from the wing. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Back to Pajemski. Outside, Green. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Brunson. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Curry. Moody on the wing. Now here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Alvarado. Porzingis, no good on the free throw.
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Brunson, defended by Pajemski. Bridges passes to Brunson. That shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Pajemski. Now Curry. Green with the ball. No made baskets yet. Horford, a screen on Hart. Green for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Anunoby's got 9.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Outside Curry. Outside, Green. Right wing. Outside Pajemski. Green with a screen on Brunson. Back to Green. It's stolen by Hart. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you, Brian.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Anunoby on the wing. Moody defends. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. New York making a switch here. Hug Porty's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 55, Ariel Hook-Porty.
A minute 37 left in the first half of this one. Screen by Hart. The three. Bridges misses. Warriors trail by 14. Oh, Curry taking the contact.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Late into the season, let's check out the standings in the West. You look at the Warriors. When it comes to playoff seedings, they're in a dubious position right now. 9th place in the conference.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Curry against Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Podziemski. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. Outside Hart. 3-pointer. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Moody passes to Horford. Green for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's New York, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half.
I love Cat's aggressiveness. He's working, using his size, leaning on dudes, and then he can step out to 25 feet and knock it down.
And from one big fella to another, I assume you'd tell him, just keep doing what you're doing. And so now let's look in the rearview mirror at some games that ended earlier. It was the Thunder with the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And their winning streak keeps getting longer.
Not a big surprise on that one. I hate to say it, but I think Kenny called it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Warriors trail by 12. On the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Moody in at the 3. The fadeaway. Porzingis misses. And the Knicks shooting 41% in this game. Hart passes to Brunson. Now Towns, defended by Pajemski. Towns double team. Clock at 6. Porzingis against Hart. Over Porzingis. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Boy, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
Hart passes to Brunson. Towns is screen on Curry. Here's Brunson. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
Boy, that is nothing but pure basketball skill from Jalen Brunson. When he touches the paint, that craftiness comes into play.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Bridges outside. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Brunson against Curry. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands. The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
And here's Moody. Outside Curry. And no good. Some solid defense from Brunson.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
To the middle. Outside Hart. Inside. Towns owning it inside.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Warriors trail by 14. Outside Curry. Back to Pajemski. Outside Green. Here's Porzingis. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Kicks it out Towns. Anunoby, a screen on Porzingis. Towns for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here. Really giving his team a lift.
Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. And a deep 3 from Curry. Off target from 3-point range.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Hart with a basket on the assist by Towns. Hart's got 6.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Pass to Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 12.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And that one falls for Towns. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Now Pajemski. On the wing, Curry. Green, a screen. Curry passes to Green. Shoots over Hart. And again, it's Golden State.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
Screen by Hart. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Back to Curry. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Brunson. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Pajemski. Stolen by Bridges. Down low. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Well, you're running your offense through Mikal Bridges, and he is making it work right now.
Warriors trail by 16. Outside Curry. Outside for Green. Three-pointer, no good.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Brunson passes to Towns. Here's Hart. Oh, Green with a block.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
Back to Moody. Towns against Porzingis. Pass to Green. Now Moody. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Curry. Good D by Brunson. Knicks leading by 16. Anunoby with it. Green picks him up. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got 11 points. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. That shot missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hart finds Brunson. Back to Hart. New York working the ball around now. Now here's Bridges. Defended by Pajemski. Now Towns. Hart passes to Brunson. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Green. Green with a screen on Bridges. Back to Green to win the job. Green able to hit from 3.
Boy, big time when Green is hitting from deep and definitely has the confidence to take it.
Outside Hart. Anunoby a screen on Green. Hart passes to Brunson. Here's the floater. And he takes it up and lays it in. He's got 11.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Outside Pajemski. Curry against Brunson. Left side Curry. Pass to Moody. Green against Hart. And it's Green missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Curry against Brunson. Shoots over Curry. And it's Brunson missing. Warriors trail by 17. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Moody. Outside Curry. The shot no good. And some solid defense from Towns. It's Bridges on the wing. Defended by Pajemski. Bridges misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And here's Curry for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Back to Brunson. There's the three. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 17. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Curry. Outside Moody. Curry against Brunson. Now here's Curry. Guarded closely. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Knicks leading by 17. Hart passes to Brunson. Towns against Porzingis. Outside Hart. Towns on a screen. From behind the arc. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So New York ends up going with a whole new group.
Make some noise.
Warriors trail by 20. And here's Melton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Payton with a screen on Clarkson. Melton finds Payton. Here's Santos. Sohan covering. 3 on the clock. Here's Melton. And again, no good by Golden State. Knicks leading by 20. Clarkson outside. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Alvarado. Deflects the pass. Fires away from way outside. Warriors with the rebound.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Spencer. To the inside. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. More 2K action in just a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alvarado in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. It's an 18-point game. Melton on the wing. It's stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Shamet. Here's Towns. Scoring. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Screen by Horford. Here's Spencer. Robinson with the block. Here's Clarkson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Spencer. Alvarado defending. Spencer, no good.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
Alvarado, pass to Clarkson. Towns for 3. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Melton outside. Pass to Horford. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Clarkson missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Melton. To the right side. Robinson against Horford. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
It's Shamet on the wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Brunson is checked in for Clarkson. The Warriors also with a sub. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Spencer. The Warriors have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Pass to Santos. To snap the cold streak. And it's Curry laying it in.
I'll tell you, Steph Curry has worked so hard to develop that ball handling ability, and it shows through on that bucket. What a move from Steph.
Towns a screen on Melton. Now here's Towns from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Santos has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Curry fires from deep, connects from downtown. Curry's got 11 points here in the second half.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Towns, the kick out to Brunson. And it's good for 2. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Alvarado. He buries it from 3. Alvarado's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Horford outside. Screen by Horford. From deep, Melton. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Brunson passes to Shamet. Towns outside. Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And with the lead, they're focused on creating good looks in the paint.
OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Melton.
At the line, 1 shot.
And that one falls for Towns. Here's Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Curry. Will it go? Outside Moody. Fires for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And some changes here for New York. Sohan's checked in for Anunoby. Shamet comes in for Bridges. And Clarkson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Stolen. In transition, here come the Warriors. Pass to Green. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Towns outside. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Towns has got 38 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pajemski with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And he makes a first. New York making a switch here. Kolik's checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Alvarado outside. Towns outside. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Pajemski. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Porzingis fires in the triple. Porzingis has got 20 points.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Here's Kolek. Picked up by Sohan. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
To the inside. Pulls it. And it's Green missing.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Sohan outside. From 13. Alvarado outside. Sohan outside. Pass to Towns. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 43 points.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Outside Moody. Here's the pick. Outside for Green. 4-3. Doesn't go for him.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Sohan outside. Pass to Alvarado. Towns, right side. Over Moody. Another one falls for New York.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
92.
Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Moody. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, Green can operate as a point forward. This guy exceptional at breaking down the defenses. His instincts are absolutely phenomenal.
Pass to Alvarado. New York working the ball around now. Here's Sohan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sohan's got his first points in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Curry. Here's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Towns. Over Porzingis. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 47 points.
What a quick release on Towns' jumper. That makes it hard to contest.
Alvarado with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Kolek. Towns on a screen. Alvarado outside. Pass to Kolek. Sohan outside. 6 to shoot. Towns outside. Lets the 3 fly. Another one goes. Incredible.
Oh, my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Knicks lead 99.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes, because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Porzingis finds Curry. It's Podziemski on the wing. Now Porzingis. Pass to Green. With some arc. And it's New York with a rebound. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Kolek. And here's Alvarado. Towns outside. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Towns has got 55.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.